Hi everyone, today I wanted to share with you Google Keep. The other ITRTs have been using this, I think, for years, and I have always been really hesitant to just try to learn one more thing, one more place to keep my stuff, because I feel like I have things bookmarked all over the place. But I finally decided to try it, and I love it. I cannot speak more highly about a different note-taking application than I can about Google Keep. I've only been using it for a couple weeks, but I use it personally and professionally. And I wanted to try to make a short video to show you the ins and outs of using it. I'm going to try to keep it short, but I really like this app, so I sometimes may get a little bit enthusiastic about it. So let's get started. So in order to use Google Keep, I go to keep.google.com. It's a Google product, so it's connected to my school email account when I use it professionally. So you can see that I am logged in up here. Around the top, the other feature that may be of interest to you all, most likely off the bat, would be this one, where you can list your notes in list view. Now, I personally don't like to scroll down to find what I need, so I'm going to go back to grid view. So in the middle, I have my assortment of sticky notes. So I'm going to kind of walk you through how to create a note and what to do with the notes once they are there. So in order to create a new note, you can come up here and click on Take a Note. You can start off with a list, which would be the check boxes. You can do a note with an image. So I have the gator in the middle. That was an image note. You do have the option to put a title in notes by the picture itself. I did not do that. I will show you when I flip to my personal one how I've used that. And then over here, you can do a new note with a drawing. So you can see I have two that I've done with a drawing. You can title your drawing. I probably will never use the drawing feature again because it's not my style, but if sketching is something you or your students enjoy to do, they may use it a lot more than I would. So if I click in here, I can take a note. I'm offered the option to do a title. And then I can make my list here. Sorry about that. These little three dots right here, if I click on there, I could make check boxes if I want to. I can add a drawing in. It's not too late. I can add a label. So I will talk about labels in a few minutes. I can delete the note. So if I decide I don't want it, it'll go in the trash. Now, anything in the trash will stay there for 7 days. You can restore things out of the trash, but you need to do it within 7 days or it's lost forever. I can add the image again that way. This is an archive. So if I have items that I want to save for the future, but I don't want them here in this middle section, I can archive them. They come over here into this little folder area. I call it folders. It's probably more of a tag, but regardless, I can filter things and see what's in my archive, and then I can pull them back out, and they will not be deleted, but they're not in my view. This here is the way you can change your color. Right now, mine's looking pretty plain, but I can do this. I can change the sticky note color. If you were really organized, you may want to do different facets of your life in different colors. So my to-do list might be green, and my shopping list might be blue, and my inspiration notes might all be a different color as well. I don't really go that far, but that is an option. This is add collaborators, which means I can share notes with other people. And if I scroll down a little bit, I clicked off it, so now it's added up there, but we'll come back. You can see this one I have, it's a shared note between my professional Google Keep and my personal Google Keep. This one is shared among the RTRTs, so someone else has shared that with me. Okay, so back to here. So they remind me, if this is something that needs to be done at a certain date and time today, I can, or in the future, I can set a timer. So I'm going to go ahead and set it for a couple minutes, and hopefully we'll still be it'll pop up the notification while I'm still recording. I'll still be recording in 2 minutes, so let's try that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit save. So reminders actually, it has its own filter. So if I click on this, I can see any reminders. I don't use reminders very often where I feel like I would need to click over there, but it's there. Then I can click back on notes and get back. Okay, so the other thing that you have an option to do, obviously I can just drag these around and move them however I want, but there's also the pin. So if you have certain notes that you know you're going to use repeatedly, it may be in your best interest to pin them, which sticks them to a top section all the time, and the rest of your notes would just be down below. Yeah, I'm going to unpin it. So you can see it's really easy to use. If I check things off here, they get marked through. And there are a few setting options that I can control. They are on the left if you scroll down under settings, where you can control where, if you add items to the list, the new items land. All right, so, okay, the one last thing I think I need to show you is, so you'll see this little tag on this place where I was playing with the markers and the highlighters and the writing. It says art, and that is because I have given that particular sticky a label. So I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click on those three dots, and I'm going to do add a label. And I'm going to choose art. I could enter a new label if one doesn't exist, similar to how you do in Google Drive. Okay, so now that one is labeled art as well. So over here, if I'm like, oh, I want to look at all the artwork I've ever done, I can come over here and click on art, and it will filter to just the art Post-it notes. So that is it. I'm going to show you. So, well, first of all, let me tell you that on the way you found this video most likely was through the little flyer about Google Keep. There are some great links on there. There's a walkthrough of how to use Google Keep similar to this video. Oh, look, I got my reminder. It came up twice, but I think it's because I have an extension, which I need to show you too. So it's telling me that 11:58 I need to do whatever that item was. Okay, so the reminder did work. Okay, so I lost track of what I was saying. So anyway, so let's go back. So let me show you the extension. Let me find it. All right, so up here, this is a article I'm reading that, or I want to read, but I don't have time to read it right now, and I can leave it open in a tab, but eventually if you have enough tabs open up at the top, things slow down. So I haven't installed the Google Keep extension, which I always think is fairly hard to find, but I think I've already saved that one. Let me find a different one. There we go. Maybe it was there all along and I just thought, okay, so I'm going to save this. This is the Google Keep extension. It will save this to my board, and sometimes it's not instantaneous, so it may be a little hard right now. So I'll try to remember to come back to it. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to label this on my inspiration board, or actually I want to do read laters. And I can fill something in here. I don't really need to. I want to just take a note. All right, and it's working on saving. So we're going to let that continue to save. Oh, it worked, but it's still not instantaneous, so it may not be here yet. Okay, so let me just quickly flip over to my personal account. So if you've logged in two different, oh, okay. This is really scattered, but there's the link that I just sent. You can see it's in my read laters. So it did pop up. It was just a little bit of a lag. There was like a 2-minute lag earlier today when I tried to do it. All right, so I'm going to flip to my personal account. And this one, I just want to show you. So I've kind of done very similar things here. I have pinned things on the top. I have the note I shared with myself down here. What I wanted to show you was down here. So my middle school age daughter, she is now using Google Keep on her devices. And so she can make a list of things she needs me to pick up when I go to the store next time. And as she updates it, whenever it comes to my phone, and when I go to the store, I can find it. This is a birthday list. My daughter has a birthday next month. She's put pictures and she's put the link to where I can buy those things for her later. And then, so that's it. It is a great, I'm going to go back to there. It is a great tool to keep you organized. And I can't remember if I mentioned it before, but again, works on all devices. So I can be on my iPad at night, find a recipe I want, or find something I want to read for school. I save it. And then when I get to my computer the next day, or I'm on my iPhone in the grocery store, I have what I need to be able to complete the task. So if there are any questions or you need help with anything with Google Keep or any other technology in your classroom, go ahead and shoot me an email or try to catch me in the hallway. Have a great day.